Okay, so it's been about a year and a half since I last showcased my JP Dokkan box, and since then, nothing's really changed. No, I'm kidding. There's decent amounts of changes, so I thought it'd be a good time to showcase the box now. Since Saiyan Day was very disappointing for free-to-play, and there was nothing brand new for free-to-play, so the box has stayed the same since the 6th-year anniversary. So here it is, Moshi Moshi, my JP main account here. Just want to let you guys know, it's a free-to-play account. It's only got free-to-play cards that are farmable, barbershop, stuff like that, World Tournament, and then also redstone units, as well as summonable SR cards. That's it. That's how I restrict myself. It's so you guys can stop asking me, why don't you do redstone units? Because this is a perfect demonstration of why I don't do redstone units on my global account. Anyway, let's go through the character box. It still needs a massive amount of work. I don't know why, but this account is like at least 3, almost 4 years old now. And I still haven't maxed out this box yet. So I've sorted out by typing, because I always like it by typing. Because when I think of a card that I need, I just scroll down to the type that I want, and then it's just there. It's hard to sometimes remember it by attack power, HP stat, or whatever like that. It's just colors are really easy to remember. So we have 137 characters in the box. It doesn't include some random cards I haven't locked in the box because 1, I haven't been bothered to barber it. 2, I'm keeping it for SA fodder. Or 3, I'm just trying to feed it into a different character. I don't even know what the true amount is. So I did make a big deal about the redstone units. Here are all the redstone units that I do have. Can you believe that there's more than 29? It's actually absurd how many redstone units there are now. So obviously, to keep this video as short as simple, I'm not going to go through every single card, but you can have a quick glance at it yourself. 29 cards, and I am nowhere near 100%ing all of them. There are so many, and if you saw on the home screen, I only have 30 stones left. Obviously, you can't 100% every single unit with only the redstone, so I have to get out of my way and summon for these cards to get dupes and then do video showcases or use them at 100%. So that's the biggest problem with redstone units, but because it's semi-free to play and it is a card you can get, it's valid. But at the max, if you were started from redstone 1 to, I think there's 13 now, or whatever, you can only 100%, like, not even 3 cards. So yeah, you do have to summon, and then after your stones are used, what comes next? You just wait for like an eternity, or do you classify them as pay to play? I don't know. You let me know in the comment section. But yeah, very interesting. It hasn't really changed that much since a year and a half ago. I always do showcases when I do end up getting into them 100%. Now, I don't link level up, so none of these or any of these units are link level 10. Unfortunately, I'm just super lazy. And I don't really care about flexing the link level 10. Now, I guess this moves on to, I guess what is a redstone unit is an Extreme Z Awakened unit as well. So these are all my Extreme Z Awakened units. I don't think I'm missing any in this section here. 68 in total. This includes free-to-play cards now. I will eventually get to stickering them all. You still gotta collect them all. I am trying. I used to not care about stickers at the start, but you know, when I first put on my first sticker, I was like, my OCD kind of kicked in, my fake OCD. I was like, okay, now I have to sticker them all. Or else it just looks odd when one of them has a sticker and then the rest don't. So I'm on that journey to sticker them all. One of my favorites is definitely UI Goku. Looks so beautiful. Actually, Ultra Instinct Aura. But there are some really, really good ones in here. Such as this one. Nah, I'm kidding. But yeah, these are the cream of the crop of my box. All the strongest cards in here. It sucks that the LRs don't get the stickers, like the EZA LRs. That would be a nice touch if they were to add some, feature like that. Next, we have a section where I call the videos, which I can edit out the Yamchas because I actually did a video on the Yamchas. Pretty much, it's just a reminder of what units I can 100% that I haven't worked on yet. Because, you know, there's so many cards. I tend to forget sometimes. And so that is always the goal. And this does include some of the redstone units, the EZA units that I haven't 100%. And I don't think this is fully updated because there's a lot more, I think, in here. Like, but it doesn't matter. Some close ones that you should be expecting very soon is like this STR Beerus. I know he's not the greatest card, but I mean, it's cool just for a video. And when I'm free to play only, trying to do daily uploads is not the easiest thing in the world, especially when I'm not doing news as well. I don't like doing news content on my channel. I tried it once, but it wasn't for me. Even though I'm super boring and I could definitely do news content, but it just isn't me. I'm like the playthrough, the playing kind of guy. And there's so many other news channels that you probably will see them upload it before me. So eventually we'll get through all of these cards. Whenever a card is featured, I will try and summon for it with, like, usually there is like the 30 stone multi-banners usually have some of these cards in here. I always end up summoning on those. Unfortunately, they haven't added too many to Dokkan Fest. Like, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta barely comes on to Dokkan Fest, which I even put a sticker on. I think he's like the most valuable redstone unit to have, I swear. If I was to 100% all of them, that's 3 weeks of videos right there. Now, on to the juicy part, the LRs. So, unfortunately, there are more LRs that I have gotten on my global side than my JP side, I think. Or they might be tied at this point because of the 6-year anniversary. I've got 29 LRs. The only LR that I'm missing for free-to-play is 1000-day Goku. Oh, and TN. So, I think my global's on 30. Just one extra. But then, when 6-year anniversary comes out, global will be on 31. On global, I've got every single LR up to date. So that's pretty nice. But on JP, just missing LRTN and 1000-day Goku. It kind of sucks. I was really thinking about one time before I started this account to just buy somebody's account with 1000-day Goku already. Just so I already had the card. But I decided to just work on it myself. It would have been great, though. It would have been great content just buying somebody's account and just barbering all their hard work. But I'd end up deciding to do that. LR Demon King Piccolo, 100%ed, really, really good. JP needs to release another World Tournament already, for sure. LR Goran, still not easy aid. We are 2 types away. It's the 2 hardest types. I never really thought that AGL was the toughest one. I always thought that Extreme STR was the toughest ESBR. But apparently not. Since the AGL ones are the only ones that I haven't really done yet. Once Trunks gets the easy A, I think a Super AGL would definitely be doable. Or LR Androids. I think when LR Androids will easy A, that will change the game for sure. The leader skill would be nuts, I think. Yeah, so that is the LR's page. Compared to my global, I think the only... Demon King Piccolo is the 100% one, while my global has Metal Cooler 100%ed. And then that's pretty much it when it comes to the orb potential. And, speaking of 100%, these are all of my 100%ed units. We have 214. Another habit that I've started as well, since the same name update, but more importantly, since it's actually easier to run Ultimate Clash, since I think that's really important for, you know, the sticker grind and stuff like that. And that is farming TURs of LRs or SSRs of TURs that are useful. So as you can see, I have LR... Boo and Barbity here, but I also have the TUR of Boo and Barbity, and just because the TUR provides Majin Buu Saga with 100% leader, and if I want to run a mono physical Majin Buu Saga team, then, you know, those two combined in Ultimate Clash is really, really useful, and now with the same name update, that helps just as much, but I don't see that much point in doing that strat when you can just use, like, Dabura and Barbity and Boo and Barbity for a better leader skill. And because I'm including redstone units and even SR cards, some SR cards do awaken. I do have more 100%ed units on JP compared to global. On global, I'm going to be strictly not going to be caring about the same name stuff. So I won't be doing like the Boo and Barbity grind as the same way as I did on this account. Just to keep it super, super authentic. Like just think of global as super authentic and then the Japanese, ironically, the Americanized version of Dokkan. I should switch them around, but it's okay. JP is ahead of content, so it's much more useful here. But yeah, I'm just going to slowly scroll through. There isn't really anything too specific to really talk about. It's just a character box showcase. It's for your eyes to see what I have. 214 rainbow cards, beautiful. And of course, I still have a lot more cards to rainbow. I haven't even completed all the free-to-play rainbow stuff. Which I'll show you guys soon, like all the non-100% rainbow characters that I have. Here's my World Tournament page. Because this box is much more newer than my global, unfortunately this part of the box is pretty lackluster. It's very hard to, you know, with 3 different LRs that require the World Tournament medals, to like keep all your World Tournament medals for the SSR cards. I wish there was a better way to grinding them other than the World Tournament, but that's the real only way, unfortunately, and they don't release it as often as they used to. It's like every 3 months now. It kind of sucks, but yeah. The biggest thing is I'm on the race to 100%ing LR Piccolo before the truth. I hope I can do that. It would be super funny just because he's been playing JPhanta a lot more longer than I have. He's already got 1,000-day Goku, I think, yeah? That is pretty much it. Just missing LRTN, like I said before, and then some SSR cards. Unfortunately, my Elder Kai section's not as good as my Global. My Global, I have like over 100 Elder Kais just because I have nothing to use it on. I use a lot of Elder Kais because all the Redstone units are Easy A's, so I always feed them into them. It's just an extra 15 Kais that I have to use. And because the box is newer, there's some more cards that I need to put in compared to my Global that's been like 1,500 days old. In terms of all the other cards that I could 100%, there are lots. I'm just going to scroll through. I can see 3 there already. A lot of it contributes to just World Tournament cards, but there are some farmable cards that I haven't done, like this GT Goten. They're just... the GT cards are the biggest hassle of farming because they require so many medals, and it's just it's not even worth it because the cards aren't even that great. But I am getting there for sure. Whenever I can 100% a card, I will. Super Strike cards are also a big issue. Because, again, the World Tournament issue, they don't release it enough. I can't get enough Bulma or Turtle medals in order to not only awaken the actual card, but then you need to awaken another card to feed in to SA15. And then you have to do 4 other cards to feed in for each dude. Because you can't reverse these cards and feed them in because they just are SR cards. And then they awaken to SSR cards. So if you reverse them, they just come back to SRs, which is impossible. Which really sucks. Because there actually has been some points where a Super Strike card could be useful in some ways. Like Android 16, like I wish I had dupes with him and I can give him max dodge or something. But I haven't been able to. So he's been kind of like that weird defensive unit that can't really tank well still. And also, some events just never come back. I'm still waiting for the Metal Cooler event to come back so I can farm the rest of the Metal Coolers. I've been using my keys and that hasn't been the most efficient. Although I'm only like 2 away to completing it. It's just super inefficient. And there's so many other cards that I could farm with the green keys compared to the Metal Coolers for sure. But yeah, that is my JP character box. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. It's a quick, short video. If you have any questions on the box, let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Just a chill video. I upload here on the daily, so if you want to put on notifications so you don't miss out on all this content, feel free to do so. But as always, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Until the next one, stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.